folks, Cast again, and I know there's been a bit of a hiatus between my last real video. Couple of quick updates. The winner of the competition was drawn, and that was Nerf Dude Productions, I believe it was. I'm just in the middle of finishing off his Nerf AK-47 barrel extension. And then that will be going out to him. Obviously, yeah, you guys would have seen that I've been working furiously on a whole heap of 3D printed bits and pieces, goodies, what have you. So that has been occupying a lot of my time. There's the AK-47 barrel extension that was won by Nerf Dude Productions, so that's nearly complete. Just needs a bit of a clean up of sand and finish off. It's just going to be done in an undercoat. That's how he wanted it, so he can paint it whatever colour he wants later on. Now, yes, been doing lots of 3D printed parts, working on the 3D printed pulse rifle kit, which you would have seen with the magazine weld, magazine holder, the pump action grip for the front shot long shot front gun, heat sinks for the barrel, etc. This is an ABS shroud that I've made from cutting out the pieces and gluing together. I am working on a 3D printed shroud as well. You've seen my barrel extensions or whatever, and I'm doing all sorts of other crazy stuff at the same time. But what this video is actually about is I managed to get my hands on one of the Orange Modworks Hammershot kits. There it is. There. So I'm going to install that into my Hammershot. Now, this is a Hammershot that I've already modded. It's one that I've done the front cut on in the past, and it still works perfectly. In fact, we'll put it over the corner here and see what sort of readings we're getting from it. Actually, I'll just rearrange the camera so you can actually see the chrony. Okay, so 5 darts here. I'll put them across the chrony as this is. Now, it is modified, so it does get reasonably good FPS. That one didn't work so good. And one more. Whew, that was a good one. Okay, so that's what it's getting as it is in its modified form now, which essentially is basically I've removed the air restrictor, which is an air restrictor. If it restricts the amount of airflow, then it's an air restrictor. Now, I've put the little buffer in to compress the spring a little bit extra in my Hammershot. Yeah, so in my Hammershot, I've compressed the spring a little bit more with a little hot glue buffer, opened up the air restrictor, removed the pegs in the back of the barrels, improved the O-ring seals. I think that's about it. So yeah, what I want to do is try fitting this kit to it to see if we manage to get a little bit more oomph than what we were getting from it as we just saw then. Alright, so I'm going to open it up. We'll go about fitting this kit and we'll see how we go. I'll be back once it's opened up. Okay, so this is the internals of mine currently. As you can see, I've got the hot glue buffer there on the spring, which gives you a little bit more spring compression. All the rest is all original internals, apart from the fact that the front's been cut down significantly, and you've got the modified front rotating barrel. So as you can see, the posts are being nipped out of the back of that, and the air restrictor has been removed so that it's permanently open. Alright, so now in view of the fact that I've removed the air restrictor and it's permanently open anyway, I don't really need, show you, this kit. and I just wonder if it's to the detriment thereof, is with this kit, the backs of the chambers aren't completely open. They're only like half open. So I'm thinking I might actually open them out further to try and take advantage of the additional air flow from the top section there that's open as well. So I'm going to open these out. That's just me, and that's just what I'm doing. So to each their own. Alright, so I'll go about fitting the new internals. Then we'll give it a test run, make sure it all happens, fires, etc, etc. Now I'm going to replace the spring with the new spring, and I'm still leaving that buffer in there, so it may give it even a little bit more whack, may even be even harder to cock, etc. So time will tell, we will see. Alright, I'll be back once we've got the internals in place. Okay, so we've got all the internals in. Got the hammer in place, the new trigger, and the new heavier spring. I did a little cocking test, and it's really hard to prime. So we will, and as you can see, I've opened up the back of the cylinders there as well. So we'll put the outer shell on and see how we go. See if it primes all right, and then see if we can get a few shots out of it. Okay, so here's the internal setup that I've settled on after having a bit of a play with the hot glue buffer in there. It was just way too much tension on that spring. It was starting to actually warp the internals, which were affecting the trigger latching and even the rotation of the cylinder. So what I've done is I've ripped that hot glue buffer out. It's now just the heavier spring that came with the kit. It's got the new trigger, hammer, new cylinder in place and everything. All the rest of the bits and pieces were as they were. So now we'll pop it back together, and then we'll chuck it over the cronny and see if it's shooting any harder. I suspect it probably won't, because okay, it's a heavier spring, but I had the other spring under more tension anyway. So apart from that, the only thing it's really will have done is added an additional cylinder. But that's cool, you get 6 shots instead of 5, and plus the colour coding of it goes with the paint job I had on my blaster anyway. So let's put it together, chuck it over the cronny, and see what we've been able to achieve. Well, successfully decreased performance. Let's just put in a mixture of the green, I don't know what you call them, couche style darts, whatever, and zombie darts. So we'll go 3 of each, see what sort of readings we get from the variety. Okay, so we've got a red dart, green dart, red dart, green dart, red dart, green dart. Okay, we'll go again. Now the green darts for a slightly tighter fit in the cylinder, so let's see if that's making a difference. Red dart, green dart, red dart, green dart, red dart, green dart. Yeah. It's a full cylinder of the red darts. There's some more of these red darts. Yeah, so that's the Orange Modworks O-TAC Gear Hammershot kit. Overall verdict, I mean, it looks nice in this blaster, you know, with the paint scheme and that I had. It does give me an extra shot, but it's actually decreased performance, which is a bit disturbing. I may actually go back and remove the spring and put the original spring with the buffer back in, because that seemed to get better results than what the spring in it currently does, which is really strange. I'm not exactly sure why, or whether it's not getting as good a seal with this new cylinder as what it was with the original one. I don't know, but yeah, for some reason it's just not putting out the same sort of FPS that it was before I modified it. But yeah, but I've gained a cylinder. So alright, there you go. That's the Hammershot kit by Orange Modworks, the O-TAC Hammershot kit. Draw your own conclusions, go by the figures. Is it worth sacrificing, you know, the FPS for an additional cylinder, an additional chamber? I don't know. To me, not really. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you again on the next mod. Cheers.